Saludos, mi nombre es Javier Rivera de Cigar Zone y hoy estamos en una de las entrevistas más espectaculares que hemos tenido y por supuesto del lugar más mágico en el mundo para mí. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿En qué lugar más que todo? Estamos en The Grand Cathedral en Tampa. ¿Y con quién más que todo? No vamos a estar con cualquier otra persona, sino estamos con Angela, la dueña y fundadora de la misma, donde vamos a tener la oportunidad de conversar, hablar y aunque vamos a trascender ahora al idioma inglés, le agradecemos mucho a todas las personas que están escuchando y vamos a trabajar para que la entrevista pueda tener subtítulos. Así que pendiente y nada, vamos a comenzar la entrevista. Angela, thank you for the opportunity to be here in that magical space.
Welcome in.
For me, it's really important more than the cigar, more than the space, the history.
Absolutely.
Because I know the challenge. I read a lot about your history. It's impressed in an industry for men.
Thank you.
Going directly to this storm and all the challenges you have about the history about in space. You have a hurricane season 2.
Thank you.
But let's talk about Angela. Who is Angela?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, by the way, to share my story too. So I'd love to share my story with you guys.
Let me know about Angela because I read something is Angela don't study anything about relation.
Correct.
About this industry. I read about medicine, sport, Air Force.
Yeah,
any different to the cigar. And it's like what Angela started the industry of cigar in Los Angeles. And let me something about that specific curiosity I have about that.
So my name is Angela Yue. I'm originally from San Diego, California. My family is originally from Hong Kong, and I moved to San Diego in 1996. When Hong Kong went back to communist China, my family immigrated to the United States of America, and we lived in San Diego. I went to school there, went to university there, graduated from the University of California, San Diego, UCSD. And at the time, I was in Air Force ROTC because I wanted to be an Air Force officer. I also was working part-time with the San Diego Padres, which was our San Diego baseball team for MLB. And my family always wanted me to go into medicine, be a doctor, be a lawyer. I think every Chinese parent wants their children to be a lawyer, a doctor, or a dentist. And cigars, it kind of just happened by accident, by magic. I say, it was God, it was fate, the stars aligned, and now I work for the greatest industry in the world, premium cigars. I love what I do every single day. And it happened by accident, but I'm so happy that it happened because it's truly changed my life. I would have never in a million years think that I would be owning a cigar lounge, selling alcohol and cigars and sharing the story of cigars. But somehow I found myself in this industry, and I've been working with premium cigars now for 16 years. So since I was 18 years old. And the reason why I got started with cigars was because when I was living downtown in San Diego, I was 18 and you had to be 21 to go anywhere because it was a bar area, bar district. And the only place that never asked me for my ID was a cigar bar. So because of that, I said, okay, I can't go to any bars. I can't go anywhere because I'm not 21, but the cigar bar, they didn't ask for my ID. So I'm like, okay, let me go hang out at the cigar bar. I thought I was so cool, drinking wine, smoking cigars. And that was 16 years ago. And 16 years later, now my dream has come true. I own my dream store in Tampa, Florida, and I am very proud to be here. And I'm very proud to represent the cigar industry, especially female cigar store owners. And I work in the greatest industry in the world. So
yes, but something is start in the industry, but the difference is starting one of the best for me, the best cigar launch in the world. Because it's something to say, I'm starting the industry, but I have an iconic place.
Thank you.
A magic place.
Thank you.
But how you can imagine have used a church and move for a cigar launch? Because in the moment you're starting, many people say, hey, Angela, are you seriously? Maybe your dad, your mom, or you can do it in a church. And it's crazy because
I think a lot of it was the right time and the right place. So in San Diego, I opened several stores. When I moved to Tampa, I had owned a store in San Diego called Lord Puffer. And it was 2020. It was in the middle of COVID. California was shut down, and we couldn't go outside. We couldn't smoke cigars. We couldn't sell cigars. So the problem was the state of California, they were cashing our tobacco tax, but we couldn't open and we couldn't sell cigars. So every single month we were just writing a check, writing a check, writing a check. After 10 months, it's like, we can't keep on doing this anymore. So we said, okay, well, it's either we wait in California or we go somewhere else. So we decided to go somewhere else. And we found Florida. We found Tampa. Tampa is the home of Arturo Fuente. It's the cigar capital of the world. It is the birthplace of cigars in the United States. The whole economy here in Tampa and Florida, you know, cigars is really a passion of what this state is and what the city is. So Tampa was a great place to come to. We found this building just by accident. And I said, oh, you know, it'd be cool to open a cigar lounge in this church. But I said, there's no way, you know, the city would let us open a cigar lounge in a church. Like, that doesn't seem possible. And then my partner Nathan said, okay, well, why don't you just give them a call? The worst case is they'll say no. And if they say no, it's okay. We didn't spend any money. We don't lose anything. It's fine. So I left a voicemail for the realtor and I said, hey, I found your building online. I'd love to open a cigar shop. I know it sounds crazy. He called me Monday morning and he said, it's funny that you say that. My favorite cigar is Arturo Fuente. And when he said that, I said, you know what? I think that's fate. That's God. The stars aligned and it was meant to be. This store, Grand Cathedral, I call it my dream store because everything that I've ever wanted in a store is in this store. You know, sometimes when you go to another person's lounge or you travel, you say, oh, you know, this is cool or that's cool, or oh, I wish I could have that in the store. I wish I could have that. Well, this store is everything that I've ever wished for in one place. So I'm very fortunate.
Yes, interesting. I saw many videos about the construction because many people maybe think, hey, Angela found a space. It's already, everything is ready.
Right.
Nothing happened. I need to renew.
Right.
But I saw videos. Yeah. And you want buy wood, go back, working directly in the design, directly to do that, and it's like a whoa. This is not, because many people want the dream, but many people don't want to work for the dream, and it's a different because the thing I see you is the passion. If you can put it in everything, because I'll be here, I don't know, 10 or 50 times, but it's crazy because you have too many details.
There's a lot. If you walk around, you see so many things.
I always say, hey, someday I'll be upstairs because I know it's a VIP. I have a conversation, a friend of mine to Arturo Fuente, and he told me, hey, upstairs is crazy. It's more beautiful. It's the VIP. It's the member experience.
Thank you.
But I have the opportunity to walk around. Tell me about how long is the construction to have this dream like us? I can see in this moment.
So one thing I'm very proud of, every piece of wood in this building, I could say that I bought it and I put it on my truck by myself and I loaded it and I brought it here. So I love construction, first of all. If you ask anybody who knows me, if I wasn't a cigar lounge owner and I didn't work with premium cigars, my dream would have been to be like a general contractor. I love construction. I think building things is just so cool because you have an idea, you have wood, you have material, and then if you have a vision, you use that material, you can build it into something magical. So I love construction from the start. This store, if you look at pictures from 2021 to today, 2025, all the pictures look different because I think it's constantly evolving. I also believe, I really, really believe, I've opened several stores. When you want to open up a cigar lounge, you have an idea more or less of what you want to have in the store, but you can't build it on a piece of paper because when the people are in the room, it might function differently. The energy might be different, you know? So if you draw something on a piece of paper and you build it, it might not come out how you want when the customers are actually here. So this project, it constantly evolved. You know, the bar moved. Originally it was there, then it moved over here. It's a constant progress. And I think as we got older, every year we added a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Like originally, if you look outside, we have a whole side patio now. Before we didn't have that. Downstairs, we have a little raised area. Before we didn't have that. So as business comes in, as more money comes in, we keep on improving the building. And I think you need to do that. Otherwise, if you don't keep on improving and making renovations, you'll eventually fall behind. So I just love construction, and this building, you know, it's a reflection of the art and culture of Tampa. Also, there's a lot of people's ideas in here. You know, sometimes I'll travel, I'll go to a restaurant and I'll see something beautiful that I like, and then I'll come home and I'll say, how can I build it? You know, and I think I come from a background where nothing is too hard, because in life, all you can do is try, and if it doesn't work out, it's okay. And yeah, I just love what I do. And this building, it's a piece of art, and it's constantly growing. And if you come back a year from now, if you come back 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it's constantly going to be different. So
it's amazing. Congratulations about
thank you.
that amazing place. I have for me, the most important question in this conversation is Mr. Toy Maker. Let's talking about, because something is premium cigar,
right?
But something is what happened after Mr. Carlitos Fuentes,
right.
His dad, Arturo Fuente, changed the game. Have the opportunity to have a friend, because it's not like a client, it's not a vendor, it's a family.
Yeah.
How can happen to have this opportunity to have all the history about Arturo Fuente in your hands? To many people, you can share this history. Always have it here. I always take too many pictures about every part, because any details, all the crystals, all the floors have history about Arturo Fuente.
Yeah.
How start this opportunity to have this friendship to
Carlitos? I've been working with premium cigars for 16 years. And if you work at any cigar shop around the entire world, whether it's big, whether it's small, you always hear of the brand Arturo Fuente. It is a staple brand that is in every single cigar store across the world, right? It's an old brand. It's been around since 1912. So working with cigars for 16 years, since I was 18 years old, I always saw the brand Arturo Fuente, Arturo Fuente, Arturo Fuente. And in 2018, I opened my store in San Diego. It was called Lord Puffer. And Carlito and the J.C. Newman family, they have a foundation. It's called Cigar Family Charitable Foundation. And helping people in countries where they don't have as much opportunity has always been a passion of mine. So I wanted to get involved with the foundation. And that's originally how I met Carlito and his family, through Cigar Family Charitable Foundation. And over the years, I've known Carlito since 2018. So 7 years now, going on 8 years. He's more than just a friend. He's my whole world, you know. And his family gave me an opportunity I would have never had in a million years, and I'm forever grateful. I tell people, have you heard of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
So Carlito is my Willy Wonka. I'm Charlie, and I got the golden ticket. Why I got the golden ticket, I don't know. But Carlito gave me the opportunity, and along with several other families in Tampa. And the least that I can do is pay tribute and pay homage to what Carlito has done for the cigar community. I think what he has done for not only premium cigars, but for the world and the Dominican Republic, he's changed people's lives, and it's because of this. It's because of one cigar. And this building and all the artwork and the decoration, it's a testimony to his life, to his history, to his legacy. And I'm proud, you know, I'm not a Fuente. I'm not his child. I'm not his daughter. I'm not a cousin. I'm not a niece. I'm not a nephew. But I'm proud to share his story, because just like how Carlito has changed my life, he's changed the life of hundreds of thousands of people across the world. And it's something that I'm very proud to share his story and what his family has done, not only for premium cigars, but for the world.
Oh, amazing history. It's emotional to hear that, because for me too, I think so. The cigar is not a simple piece of tobacco.
Right.
It's history.
Yeah.
It's life.
It's art.
It's art.
Yeah.
In any moment you have a conversation like that, we have now this conversation with Angela. I always be here long time ago and say, hey, this is Angela, La Chinita. Hey, look,
La
the
Chinita,
Angela.
sí, soy La Chinita.
I always saw you working in the desk for the employees.
Yeah.
And I say, I admire Angela.
Thank you.
Sometimes I have the opportunity to have a conversation, because many people saw our content, and I think so it's fair that people know the history behind a magical space like that.
Thank you.
Let's talking about fast questions.
Okay.
And after that, I can bring you the opportunity to a very important question in the end. But
Okay.
what is your favorite? Is your final day in this world?
Okay.
What is this cigar you can take it and smoke?
I think I have two. Oh, no, no, no. Final
Oh.
day on this world, I would have to say the 20th anniversary Opus X Blue Lancero. That one.
Ah, and the Lancero have the history.
The
It's hard to
Lancero.
find.
The Lancero is hard
It's
to
only a
find.
gift
Yes.
for Carlitos.
Yes.
If you have a Lancero 20th anniversary, Carlitos gives to you, or you have a really close relation.
That cigar is very special to me because the very first day I met Carlito in real life in person, very first day I met him, the 20th anniversary Blue Lancero, it was never released yet. No one's seen it. No one's heard of it. And he gave me one, or he gave me a bundle of them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just for me? He's like, yeah, it's for you. Smoke it. And that was the day when I received that cigar. My life changed forever. And if I could smoke one cigar on planet Earth, and it's the last cigar that I ever smoke again, it would be the 20th anniversary Blue Lancero, because that cigar changed my life.
And do you have a space to the second one? Because I have courage, and I want to
Uh-huh.
know what is the second one you told. I have two.
The second one is what I smoke every day. It's the Casa Cuba, Arturo Fuente Casa Cuba Doble Seis. To me, that's my everyday cigar. I just love that cigar. It's a cigar that I'm very passionate about too because of the story that's behind it. It was the cigar that Carlos Sr., Carlito's father, blended before he passed away. When he made that cigar, he knew he was sick, and for someone who you're sick and your time on Earth is short and limited, and you're gonna make one last cigar before you pass away, you're gonna make the best cigar you can make. And
I bring you a gift this week because my wife are coming to Tampa this week. I have a Arturo Fuentes Inspiración Divina, the first release.
Oh wow!
I have a box. I can bring you one for you.
Thank
this
you.
Friday.
I appreciate it. The divine inspiration.
Yeah, when you open the cellophane, you see how vintage is a cigar. I have in my collection here.
It's original packaging too.
Yeah, it's original packaging. Yeah, it says the packaging.
Yeah.
And let's talking about dogs.
I love dogs.
I love too. I have 5 dogs in my home, and
I have 5 right now.
Yeah.
4 on mine. I'm babysitting one, but I have 5 total right now.
How you can working hard and the dogs in the same time? Because I saw in the hurricane situation, you
all of them
coming back here, have a kitchen here, all the dogs here.
You know a lot about my story. Thank you. No, I love my dogs. I've always loved animals. I have a wonderful boyfriend that helps me take care of my dogs too, and luckily he loves animals. But I have a Great Dane Mastiff. I have 3 different types of pit bulls. And then right now I am babysitting my mom's little mini poodle. But I have a lot of dogs. I've always had dogs. I think animals are something special. You work hard every single day. But when you go home, the dog is always there for you, And there's something about going home to your dogs and they just make you feel good. So they're my world.
I have my Opus S dog ball for my dogs in my home. All my dogs going inside of my walking humidor, but I have one. When I start smoking, he go away.
Oh, he doesn't like smoking.
I say, wow, it's the only one. I say hi to Aqua. He's the one who don't like it. But the last question, but for me, it's the most important. What is the legacy Angela want to bring to the industry, for the community, and for all these women have the challenge to say, hey, you can do that?
I think the legacy, or what I want to be known as, or something to leave behind is, for me, as an immigrant coming to America, as a first generation Chinese American who moved to America when I was 5 years old. I didn't speak any English. I moved here with my mother, who was a single mom. She didn't speak any English. She always told me, there's a Chinese saying, it's ma sei lo de hang, which means when your horse dies, you get off your horse and you just keep on walking, right? And I think that's a testimony of my life, because I don't think there's anything that's too hard. Whatever you want to do in life, you got to try. And the worst thing that you can do is not try, because you have one life on planet Earth. And if you have a dream, you go for it. Because I think with hard work, dedication, perseverance, loyalty, and integrity, all dreams are possible. And especially as a female right now living in the United States of America, we have the best opportunity in the world where we can do whatever we want. You know, there's a lot of people who live in this world who are not as fortunate as we are, living in a country where we have freedom to go work every single day. I can go to work today and I can not go to work today. I can wake up and say I want to stay home. I can wake up and say I want to go to work. And because we have this opportunity, not many people have this opportunity in this world to do that. So if God gave us the opportunity to do this, then we should go out and pursue our dreams. And I don't think there's anything too hard for anyone. Yes, things might be difficult in the beginning, but if you have perseverance and you keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, I think the sky is the limit. And, you know, in life, it's okay to fail and it's okay to make mistakes because it makes you a stronger person. I think you need to fail sometimes to see the other perspective of life, right? For every good, you have every bad. And just because something is hard and you fall once, you just get up and you keep on going again. And eventually, you know, things will work out. So
thank you for this world.
Yeah.
For me, it's really important always have a conversation like that. Many people say, do you have an interview? No, I want to tell the story about behind the history, the most important thing. Always, the people only want to see the outside, but the inside of the history for me is the most important for me. Know about.
That's why Carlito always says, like, if you ever, you know, if you meet Carlito, if you ever see him speak in an interview, if you ever, you know, read anything that he writes, if you look at his packaging, he always says it's not about the cigars, it's about the people. And I really believe that. This is a cigar. It's a beautiful cigar. I love Arturo Fuente cigars, but it's because of this cigar that you're sitting here today. It's because of this cigar that this Grand Cathedral is here today. It's because of this cigar that we have customers downstairs. They come here because they want to smoke a cigar, but when they come and they join the cigar community, they meet people from all over the world. They build relationships and friendships. And I really believe Carlito's saying it's not about the cigars, it's about the people, because that's why we're all here today.
Totally agree. Thank you a lot, Angela, for your time, for bringing us this space. For me, like you, it's a dream to be here. Your dream.
Thank you.
This channel start for do a relaxed space for me, and many people follow me. All my content see more than 50,000 people.
That's awesome.
All the month, and thank you for all the Hispanic people. We are trusted this conversation is for me. It's one of the most special interview for the space, for Angela, for the history, and thank you. I want to finish that in Spanish. Gracias a todos los que nos siguen, gracias los que siguen el contenido de Cigar Zone. Sigan la página de Angela, sigan The Grand Cathedral y por favor, cuando estén en Tampa, no pierdan la oportunidad de estar en The Grand Cathedral. Para mí, el mejor cigar lounge del mundo. Thank you for this opportunity and have a wonderful day.
Thank you for listening. Thank you guys for listening to my story. And mi casa es su casa. If you're in Tampa, come visit us.
Thank you.